What's going on, everyone? Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm just making sure the streaming software is set up all correctly. So, what's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome to this live for all signs in love and in life for the full moon coming up. Beautiful. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. Been enjoying the videos, the weekly videos. Okay, I've been getting a lot of subscribers here coming in, which has been fantastic. Glad you guys are here. And looks like we might have some trouble here with Facebook. Once again, I'm not sure why or what's going on here. But the good news is YouTube is up and running. Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay through YouTube. You guys can put a comment in the chat or just kind of say something. You guys are doing amazing. Welcome. Okay. It's a special time right now. Special time in the collective when it comes to love, when it comes to transformation, when it comes to stepping into the highest version of yourself that is maybe not fully ready or wanting or willing to step into a higher version. There's a lot of resistance right now in the collective as to what is happening in your life. There's a lot of resistance in accepting the truth of a situation or being able to feel like you can move forward through the truth of a situation. Right? Just what I'm feeling here. I do want to take a second. So you guys just hold on 1 second. I'm going to make sure that Facebook is up and running. So just give me 1 second here. Doesn't look like we are up and live on Facebook for some reason. I don't understand why. We may just have to restart this broadcast, guys. I apologize. Because it is not quite working on Facebook, and that is okay. Let's see if we can hone into Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with Facebook, but that's okay. You know what? We're just going to have to sacrifice that. So let's just do it. Okay. All right, guys. So we just went live on Instagram, Facebook. Hopefully at some point you can get online, but I'm not going to worry about it because we got viewers here right now on YouTube, and I don't want to let you guys down here. Okay. We have a good solid connection. That's all good in the hood. What's up, everyone from YouTube? You guys on YouTube or Instagram now? B, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys on Instagram, on YouTube here, and hopefully eventually on Facebook. You know what I can do is I think I can just go live on Facebook separately. That way my Facebook peeps don't miss out on this. What we're doing tonight is we're doing a live horoscope reading leading up to the full moon on Halloween night. So that's an exciting time. And I've been requested to get this video out for a couple people. A couple people want to know what's going on with the times right now in life and in love. What are some messages that want to come through? And what's up with this big time full moon on October 31st? Yeah, B, check it out. I got the tiger in the new place, right? It's pretty exciting. All right. And things are good. I hope things are good with you as well, my friend. So we're just making sure everything is good and online here. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We are on all sorts of places. All settled into the new place in Marina Del Rey, which is awesome. There we go. All right, we can do Facebook here. It just has to be separate. All right, I'm just going to type in the title here for Facebook, guys, and then we'll get going with the horoscope. Okay, what's going on with the stars? What's going on with the energies? What's going on right now, October 25th, up till Halloween, the full moon? What is this period trying to get us to realize or to do or to be guided towards or to open up and awaken? And I was saying earlier, it's been a tough time collectively for people right now. There's a lot of transformation going on. There's a lot of hesitation and resistance going on through that transformation. And there's a lot of tough changes, right? People being asked to move forward through the times, even though it's unknown and it's hard, it's arduous, there's a lot of resistance. And Spirit, Source, God is asking us to move forward in confidence. This is the messages I've been getting with all the signs I've been doing for the weekly horoscopes. If you guys haven't heard, I have a YouTube channel, Signs of the Soul and Stars, where I channel the weekly messages in love and life for every single one of the horoscope signs. What's up, Joe? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just getting started on Facebook here. Collective, love, and life. Horoscope for full moon, 25th through 31st October. All right. All right, the setup here isn't perfect on Facebook, but it's okay. At least we're live. At least we're recording something. All right, let's just get into the reading here. And let's check out the stars. Okay. So those of you guys here on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. You know, it's funny when you commented, I was like, I was thinking of you. I was like, I wonder how this is going to apply to Joe's situation, right? And to people. Because mostly what I feel I channel for is people not in strong partnerships or not already settled. But actually what came through was actually a very strong partnership. So it's interesting, right? And I didn't even think of you until afterwards. So interesting times. All right, good. Facebook is all up and live and settled. So people will hop in as they want to there. All right, so October 25th. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at right now what's going on with the stars, sky now. I'm going to look at the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, right? All those days leading up and just kind of see what's happening. And then we're going to draw some tarot cards, get some channeled intuitive messages, what Spirit wants to know for every single sign, the collective in love and in life, okay? That's most important. This isn't just a love reading. This is a life reading. What do we need to know from Spirit? So let me just go ahead and open up the ceremony. We're going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, one of my favorites, especially for this time. Opening the ceremony up, calling in my guides, angels, loved ones, masters, and wise ones to join into the ceremony and to give me clear guidance for whatever the collective needs to know during this time in love and in life leading up to October 31st, the full moon. Okay. So the ceremony is now open. And let's take a look. So, as I was saying before, okay, if you're feeling a lot of resistance to something that you feel intuitively drawn to move forward towards, that's okay. That's normal. That's something that's happening right now in the collective is there's something we know we need to do or something we know that we need to move forward through, but there's a lot of resistance towards that. And it requires us to be brave and to have a lot of faith in the unknown. That's the hardest part of what's going on right now, because there's drastic changes happening. Drastic changes. What Spirit wants us to know, like right now, is a very intense preparatory time for everyone in their life, to get them up to another level of just everything in their life. Abundance, stability, jobs, careers, business, love, right? Anything in your life that's in need of an upgrade, that's in need of getting to a level that you are at, right? Like, you know where you're actually at tangibly. This is the message that's coming through. You know where you're at tangibly, the level that you're at. But if there's anything in your life right now that is not at that level, it's going through a major upgrade. And it's scary, because it's like asking us to trust in that unknown fully and to walk forward through the darkness in order to trust that that thing in your life that Spirit is asking you to move towards, it's happening for the best. It's happening for the best. So we're being called to trust in a huge, huge way right now. There are major upgrades happening, and it's also tough. There's a bunch of resistance with it, and there's a lot of fear with it as well. Spirit living, Kiara, what's going on? Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Blast from the past. What is happening, guys? Spirit living. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing a channeled full moon reading from now until the 31st of October. What does Spirit want us to know moving into this next full moon, this next culmination? What is culminating in our lives? Guys, you can't lie to me. I know we've been going through something in your life, maybe has been tough, or Spirit has asked you to step forward in a very bold way that you weren't really quite sure about, right? And just know that this time period, right, that's happening so you can have this major upgrade, that you can step up to this level or receive something in your life that you truly are worth, right? Spirit is asking you to trust that whatever it is in your life that is taken away or doesn't seem like it's there or doesn't seem like it's going to come in, that is going through a major upgrade so you can receive that thing that you're truly worth. Beautiful time. All right, so enough with the channeled messages to start. We're going to be doing channeled tarot and the collective horoscope leading up to that full moon here. So let's take a look at the stars right now. It is October 25th, 2020, and we want to know, Spirit wants to know, or we want to know what Spirit has for us, what's in store. Okay, so the biggest alignment that's happening right now, guys, Juno conjunct the Sun, conjunct Mercury, all in Scorpio. When it comes to relationships and love specifically, this is a major focal point that Spirit wants to know is in a major transitional state, is in a major state of transformation and upgrade, is in a state where it's receiving a major upgrade, right? Before even looking at what was going on in the stars, right, the message that came through was, yeah, if there's something in your life, it doesn't have to be love, doesn't have to be relationship, that's not feeling like it's in full alignment right now for you, or it's not at its fullest capacity that it can be, or something seems off, just know that's going through a major upgrade. And then bam, first thing we see as I open the horoscope chart here. What's up, Lori? Thanks for joining. I love your name, by the way, 777. To me, that's true spiritual and material abundance in all ways in life here on earth. So that's fantastic. That's my favorite angel number to see. So thank you for joining. So we have Juno conjunct the Sun, conjunct Mercury, guys. So we are coming into, right, even through this live, a logical understanding of the transformation that's happening in our love life, how we give and receive love, and how it actually works on a tangible level, what our relationships are doing for and with us. That's the clarity, that's the realization that's coming in right now, is how our relationships in life, romantic relationships, or the person that is your equal match, how they have helped you to progress into the person that you've always desired you want to become in major transformation here and causing you to be in transformation. One of the biggest messages that kept coming through during these weekly tarot readings was the Death card, right? The card that spoke of complete transformation inside and out, okay? And this has been coming through love in a major way. So Juno conjunct the Sun, conjunct Mercury, and yes, we are coming into a logical understanding of this. Also, with Mercury conjunct Sun and Juno, we may be going through a little bit of a crazy, chaotic time in the head, right? Our minds may be getting driven to the point of, what we think is insanity, right? We may feel like feelings of obsession, and we may feel feelings of just, I don't know what's true anymore. I don't know what's not true anymore. We may feel like, oh my gosh, like, is this really actually happening? Or how can I go through this, right? Feelings of doubt, feelings of hopelessness. Just know that the more you allow this to happen, the more you embrace this energy that's in your life right now, when it comes to love or your perception of love and relationships, the more that you're going to allow yourself to step into a version of yourself who can attract, right, the energy that's truly meant to complement you in an equally loving and giving and receiving way. Okay. So that's beautiful. That's wonderful. Those of you guys in a divine, I just want to put this out there, divine partnership, right? What I like to call the beloved relationship, which is two equal but opposite counterpart energies. The person you feel may be opposite of you, but is actually in reality like very similar to you, that complements you perfectly, right? But maybe they perceive the world or they go through things in a very different way than you do. That relationship in particular, right? It's called the beloved relationship. That is a focal point, right? So a lot of us right now are either in that type of relationship, or we know who that person is in our life, and we're going through that. We're going through that transformation with and because of that person. So if you know who this person is, this is in a state of transition. Okay, Spirit wants me to say it's in a state of transition. It's normal. It's good. Just go with it. And don't become too attached to what your mind is telling you on a daily basis. That's the other thing, is your mind's going to be a little bit all over the place. Not forever, maybe culminating with this full moon. But until then, it's going to be a little bit all over the place. Just go with it. Ride the wave, right, until we get to that culmination. And then things will become much more clear, is what I'm feeling as well. This is an opposition, by the way. Juno conjunct the Sun conjunct Mercury is an opposition to Lilith and Uranus and in Taurus here. Okay, so Lilith speaks of our true sacral energy, our sexual energy, the dark feminine energy of sexuality, right, and depth that is alive within us all, that a lot of us in society have tended to repress or think is ugly or dark or bad. That's been coming up a lot in the readings this week too. Is that true shadowy, dark, feminine, sexual energy? Yes, Lori, I will answer that in a second. Lori asked, what's the difference between a beloved and a twin flame? I love that question. Good question. This dark, sexual, feminine energy that's been repressed inside of us, because think of the shaming, the darkness that we typically look upon this sense of dark, feminine sexuality, right? It's almost like we view it in this way where it's just evil and gross and too much, and right, the Medusa kind of energy. That's Lilith. But the thing is, this is an amazing, creative, and powerful energy that exists inside all of us down here in the sacral. And this is the energy that needs to come out if we are truly going to step into our power, right, to be able to create actually what wants to come through us in a sustainable and impactful way. Okay, so this conjunct Uranus, an opposition with right, Juno, Sun, and Mercury. So the purpose of this whole thing is to really go through an awakening of our true power within, our sexual energy within that wants to come up and through all of us, awaken and aliven, so that we can truly live in an impactful manner to the rest of the world. Yeah. Look at the tiger behind me. I didn't plan this, but that tiger, to me, right? I just had a feeling I needed to hang this up in my place, my new place. Like, to me, that represents Lilith, right? My spirit animal Lilith energy, which is this this hungry, right? Divine masculine, just energy that wants to go out and create and do and be. And he's watching over me. He's watching over me. He's helping me awaken as well with you guys. If you guys are on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to type something in there. I don't know if... Okay, we do have people on Facebook. What's up, Facebook? I'm also live on YouTube and Instagram. Cool. All right, so let's keep going. So, all right, what else is going on? So for today in particular, right, what's the energies happening? that's relevant here. We have the moon in Pisces trine, that whole mix in Scorpio with transformation of relationships. South node square Neptune, north node sextile Mars. Okay. And Mars trine the south node. And Chiron is just hanging out by itself in the middle of Aries here. So okay, and then Venus is trine. Yeah, okay. So, all right. So what's coming through all of this, or what wants to happen because of all the chaos that's happening in the mind right now, maybe because of a love situation or just what's happening around your perception of love, is a new way of viewing love in general, or relationships in general, or the way that you are in relationships. That's what I feel. And this is going to get really grounded into you in a solid way in your heart space. Yeah, because this whole thing is trine the moon in Pisces, and then Neptune is square south node. Yeah, so this is, yeah, so there may be friction right now when it comes to this integration of the way that you view or enjoy love, or are in love, or give and receive in love. But yet this chaos, this transformation in relationships is going to help you to engage in relationships now or in the future in a much more grounded, powerful, and calm way, like a calm inner knowing of emotional peace and well-being, which is what I'm feeling here. So that's where all this is going, right? Just so you guys know. And so I have a feeling, I haven't looked yet. We're going to get there, but I have a feeling this full moon, as it always does, as I'm always called the channel, has something to do with love and relationships. We will see. All right. Lori asked, can I ask how the beloved relationship is different to the twin flame relationship? Okay. For those of you guys who are familiar with the twin flame of relationship or soulmate relationship, there is 3 primary types of relationships, all right? Romantic relationships. This is what I've been called in life to thoroughly understand. Number 1, the twin flame relationship. This is 2 of the same parts of the same soul that have split off during their journey on Earth and in the stars at some point, but they're the same soul, who have now come back together through their journey on Earth, right, in order to eventually merge back together and to reach source. So the twin flame dynamic is 2 people who are extremely similar in many ways, that have almost identical astrological charts, okay, and that have essentially the same soul mission. And they are rising up together, going the exact same way, and eventually merging together. So it's a spiritual ascension relationship. It's a relationship where you know the person already. You can feel that person is like you, like that they're like, when you know them, you see them, you feel them instantly. Oh, that person's me, or I'm meant to go with that person. Or you just have this inner knowing from the beginning that's super familiar and super tangible. This is the twin flame. Okay, soulmate, let's talk about that. So and the point of that is to ascend spiritually together, right? In a spiritual way, like your understanding of the cosmos, okay? That's the way that you're growing. Soulmate, all right, which most of us have heard of, this is a relationship where 2 people that are not the same, but have a great compatibility, right? For love, mutual respect, mutual support, a lifelong marriage potentially, kids, family, things like that, where this mutual support or intention to have just be loving together through life. There's not a lot of huge ups or huge downs, right? It's just always like, that's the feeling you get, like, you can rest in their arms, kind of soulmate, right? Or romantic soulmate. Now, soulmate can be applied to like family, friends, all these things, but I'm talking about romantic soulmate connection, yeah? You can also have people who are soulmates that have karma within your connection with them. So soulmates where actually they call this a karmic connection, but it's just another soulmate who, right, is here to help you heal through something, where you have unfinished business to go through with them, and you go through the business with them, and then you split apart because that's all that your intention was for this lifetime together. You're still soulmates, but you have other people you need to be with or want to be with, right, on a soul level. Soulmate typically has a specific intention that once it's reached, the polarity, the sexuality, the dynamic between you guys splits apart or it doesn't split apart, it goes away, the polarity, right? The thing that keeps you two magnetically attracted towards each other, it switches off. And then you guys actually maybe not repelled, but you're just like, there's none of that spark, right? This is what happens when soulmates sometimes will get married, all right? And yet the intention that they had on a soul level maybe was, it was something else that they had already completed, right? And because of that, the polarity between them goes away, and then there's no spark left, but then there's still in this marriage, right? So that sometimes happens. Now the beloved relationship here, let's talk about that. The beloved relationship versus twin flame. Beloved is meant to help you grow and progress here on earth. So your earthly mission, like what you intended to do in this lifetime now, your purpose here on earth, how you're going to impact the world in the best possible way at the highest potential, this is what the beloved relationship awakens in you and transforms open in you. So all of the abundance, all of the success in career, all of the impact, whatever impact you're meant to have, all of your dreams and your authenticity, that is fully opened and awakened here on earth because of the beloved relationship specifically. Does this make sense? So a very powerful relationship, just as deep of a connection as a twin flame, feels like that. But there's not that sense of like twin flame familiarity, if that makes sense, right? Because twin flame is literally your soul. This is something different. This is a deep, you've been with this person or known this person for many, 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 many lives. They are equal but opposite energies. Yeah, equal but opposite complementary energies. And because of that, right, they complement you perfectly. They're like your divine partner. That's the word, divine partner, divine counterpart. This person exists. This is the relationship that's coming into earth right now. And it's about God and goddess love, yin and yang, masculine and feminine dynamics. And the dynamic too helps people to heal, to become whole and complete, to then engage in a relationship. So part of what's happening now too is if you're in one of these relationships and you're not whole and complete, or your partner isn't whole and complete, yes, the universe is going to force you to spend time apart to develop that sense of wholeness and completeness inside of yourself, that inner love, before you can come back together. That's the nature of the beloved partnership. It's two people who are whole in themselves and complete, who then come together to create something that's even more magical or even more powerful and special than one person can create alone. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. Let's continue on with the reading here. So let's go ahead and look. I'm going to do 3 points here. We'll just go with we'll see if anything pops up here from the 25th. I'm just moving forward in the horoscope here on my computer, for those of you guys who can't see. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. All right, beautiful. So on the 29th of October, just 2 days before the full moon, we still have Mercury is now in Libra. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde too. So this is a time, you're welcome, Lori. This is a time where we are, just purposely put into a state of reflection where we may find that technology fails or communication's not there where it needs to be, because we're meant to be going internal. Yeah. All right, so on the 29th of October, let's look at what shifts here. Yeah, okay. So then we have Lilith, 0 degrees Taurus, opposite Mercury in Libra. Yeah. With Venus in Libra, opposite Chiron in Aries. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, the battle between the self and the other. So learning to prioritize potentially the value that you put inside of yourself versus what you're able to put out for others or your significant other. Okay. The wound of Chiron and Aries is not feeling like you yourself may be powerful enough or worthy enough to have attention on, or to have love on or within. It's almost like this energy of wanting to give, always constantly out more than you give to yourself, or that you feel you're able to receive. Chiron and Aries here. Opposite Venus in Libra, yeah, this is dealing with your dynamics in relationship about how much you prioritize giving versus receiving, or giving to yourself, really is what I'm feeling here, is how do you learn to give to yourself just as much as you give to your partner, if not more, inside of relationship. And there may be some wounds or some any problems that, if there are problems around this area for you, are going to be arising. This is going to be the dynamic around October 29th, leading into this full moon here. Moon conjunct Mars in Aries trine the South Node. Yeah, okay. And South Node's in Sagittarius, trine the Moon in Aries and Mars. So this is also a powerful time to, and I kept getting, yeah, that makes sense. I kept getting the Hierophant in my weekly readings on YouTube, Science of the Soul and Stars. A powerful time to start a new kind of belief system, or if you're considering like learning more about spirituality, or how it works, or how it can benefit you, or how it can help you create abundance and success, or what as it comes to relationships, this is an amazing time to look out there, to reach out and to start learning something, or to just find a mentor of some sort, right? When it comes to this sort of thing, when it comes to your life purpose, your relationships, right? How love and spirituality go together. This is an incredible time. Spirit's saying that this is going to help you to understand the emotional truths that arise inside of yourselves as this Chiron opposite Venus in relationships come up. So what this is really saying is it's time to, for those of you guys who have been drawn to this, it's time to find and cultivate some spiritual truth that you want to discover, you want to really have as your foundation, right? Your connection to God, spirit source, that will serve as a foundation versus just the other person. So what this means is that if you are one of those people, like I've definitely been in the past, or I can resonate with, who, worships, right, the other person as their everything, right, and gives constantly to that other person, and doesn't have any, like, relies on that person for your happiness, or relies on that person for just validation or support or love or anything like that, that's because there's a deficiency of that within yourself, and two, there's no spiritual foundation where you can actually put those things on God, on source, on spirit, right? You can put, oh, hey, I need to be filled up with love from the universe, or within the universe, to know, right, how powerful I am, how loved I really am. And because of that, I no longer need that from anyone else. Does that make sense? That's another thing right here that Spirit's saying we're also coming into that way of believing, or that way of seeing things. What's up, Bryce? Right? So cultivating that awareness, cultivating that belief of source, of spirit, of God, right? So that you can show up as a better, stronger partner. Yeah. Because if you're in a place where you are relying on your partner to give you love, give you support, give you whatever, and you're like, they're not able to do it, so they're not a good partner. It's like, no, that's because you actually aren't meant to rely on them for that. You are meant to rely on source or spirit of yourself for that love, right? Your own inner love and validation, versus having to take it from that person. So that's the whole chapter coming in from the October 29th. Coming up here, and I'm going to do one more because I got to get to dinner here pretty soon, October 31st at my family's house. So this is the full moon here. So let's get to the exact hour and minutes of the full moon on the 31st of October. I actually think it's pretty early in the morning. My friend Patrick Moya told me, yep. Beautiful. Okay, so October 31st, around 7:24 a.m. Pacific time is the full moon coming up here. So the full moon is in Taurus and it's conjunct Uranus, also conjunct Lilith. Holy cow, guys, this is powerful stuff. This is a dark one. This is a dark one. This is no joke. Like, this is a powerful, dark beast of a full moon, right? It's the, I heard on Google, it's called the hunter full moon. Well, I can see why, because it's conjunct Lilith, and that means that your sense of darkness, the shadow, sensuality, sexuality, power, right? That's all coming up to be seen and felt in a big way. And it's going to be in our emotional heart space. It may even bring up a lot of fear of the darkness, fear of our own sexuality, fear of our own power. In a lot of ways, this Halloween is going to bring up the shadow side of ourselves. And it's also going to help it to be understood, right? Or for you to be aware of it is what I'm really feeling strongly, because the moon conjunct Uranus opposite Mercury in Libra, this is coming up in a big way to be shown to us, probably in and through relationships. So maybe this is going to show up through your relationship, how you've dealt with sexuality or sex or that dark power inside of you, how you've repressed it maybe, or how it's affected your relationships. That's really coming up to the forefront to be released and shown. And the one thing that I'm hearing here is just don't be scared of that. Fear is just an illusion. If you are willing and brave enough to embrace that side of yourself, embrace whatever mistakes you've made, and to forgive it or to let it go, right, and to move forward, I just felt my whole body relax on the side, then that's the way forward. That's the transformation that's happening here on the 31st of October here very strongly. We also have the Sun trine Neptune in Pisces. I'm sorry, Juno trine Neptune in Pisces, yeah. So this is great, because now there's with this release of these like sexual blockages or sexual this awareness of our sexuality or dark power, right? This is going to free up Juno trine Neptune in Pisces. It's going to free up our ability to be in the flow, the spiritual flow of these relationships, and find a new way to actually engage in love and deep spiritual love within these relationships, because this kind of fear, this blockage around that darkness, that power, that sexuality was the thing restricting actually the free-flowing energy of spiritual love between partnerships here. So that's going to free up a lot. That's going to open things up a lot for you guys to feel into. So just what I'm hearing is just embrace it, just go into it, go with the flow, and know that, right, it's nothing to be scared of. It's nothing to be fearful of. It's actually really, really going to help you open your loving side more through and with relationships. Juno, remember, trine Neptune. Or if you're single, right, the way that you can engage in loving relationships in the future. Yeah, we still have Venus opposite Chiron, just a degree away. So that whole dynamic, again, I do feel like, yeah, the dynamic that's coming to me is like, how do you balance your own sexual needs versus the needs of your partner, and or respecting your partner in a way that's going to serve you both mutually in and despite your own sexuality, right? These are the issues that I think they're coming to the forefront, is just this sexual tension or these wounds about, right, your own need for and with sexuality, right? That primal nature in the love and harmony within relationships that you want to exist, right? What's up, Inder? So Venus is in Libra over here trying to like balance everything out and, have everything harmonious and have everything joyful and just happy, right? And Chiron and Aries making an opposition there is like, no, but actually there's something here for me. Like I need to be validated in this way, or I need to have my sexuality addressed, or there's I haven't been feeling like I'm getting enough. Yeah, right? So finding the balance between those two things, finding the balance between love and sexuality and our own sexual needs, and allowing that to come to the forefront, to be addressed and to be understood in order to ultimately create more flow and harmony, right? Because if this is something that's, and look, Chiron and Aries, this is an underlying need inside of us all to speak up about. This is what I'm feeling, is we just need to speak up about our needs, our desires, what we feel inside of us in a sexual way, in order for it to be cleared out, in order for it to be discussed, and in order for it to be opened up and lightened, okay? So yeah, if there's something in that nature of your own power, your own sexuality, that dark side of you that wants to come out and be addressed and be spoken about, don't hesitate to speak about it. It's okay. Don't be fearful of it. It's a natural primal need. It's not like you need to repress it. There's no more need to repress any of that anymore, right? This is important. This is important for it to be brought up to the surface so that it can be integrated into, right, into love, really, into love, okay? So there's no more need to separate. That's what the whole thing too here, between mind and heart, sexuality and heart, this is all needing to be connected together, okay? Not separated anymore. All right, anything else that I can find here before I draw a few cards and go to dinner at my family's? Hope you guys have been enjoying. Let me know if you guys are enjoying, if you guys are finding value. You know, chat's been a little quiet, okay? YouTube, I see you guys are watching too. We got a few people on YouTube. That's exciting stuff. If you guys haven't seen my YouTube channel, Signs of the Soul and Stars, I now do weekly love and life horoscope readings for every single astrology sign, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So go check that out, Signs of the Soul and Stars, if you are looking for weekly updates and guidance around your sign. Spirit saying that's the main thing that wants to come through. And it is, again, right? No surprise here. Around love, around sexuality. That's, for some reason, all the time, I'm always getting called to channel for that. So that's what I'm here for. To help guide you guys in the collective in love and relationship sexuality. It's been my path, for sure, of most learning. Okay, so spirits, loved ones, ancestors, guides. Oh, let's just put that in the middle as a crowning card. Let's get a few cards. Let's get 5 cards for the collective. In love and in life, anything that the collective needs to know leading up to October 31st, okay? Or just more about this full moon, the intention behind it, or advice from Spirit. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. You've enlightened me with your questions and your name, with the 777. That's enlightenment right away. So thank you for spreading that joy. Spirit, please give me any guidance. Help me see the cards clearly for the collective right now. Anything the collective needs to know for this full moon coming up on October 31st and leading up to it. Okay, one more shuffle. Oh, Spirit is saying to split the deck as well. Guess it wanted us to do that before or after the crowning card came out. By the way, the crowning card that came out is the Two of Swords. Yeah, Two of Swords. So this is a crossroads, right? That we're all feeling a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of an unsureness, not sure where to go, who to be, what to be, right? A choice that maybe needs to be made or that we're making right now in the midst of making. And it's almost like I feel like this card is saying there's something we know we need to be doing and going towards, yet there's like hesitation or there's a lot of resistance, again, trying to get to that place. Right, is what I'm really feeling here. All right, 5 cards. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, walking away from love, walking away from emotions, walking away from maybe fear around emotions or fear around love, or maybe just taking a break from love right now. There's been separation, definitely. There's been separation of forces when it comes to love. Maybe it came from just some type of fear, some type of hesitation, some type of not being fully forthright with our emotional truths towards one another. And again, this has put us at a bit of a crossroads here. Not sure where to go, not sure what to do. We're not sure if we're making the right choice here as well. That's coming through. Yeah, just feeling a little bit broken or feeling a little bit kind of hashed out about that. Yeah, a feeling of sadness comes over me when I say that. So there's definitely a feeling of sadness right now in the collective around this situation that you guys are in right now. A lot of deep sadness about having to progress forward in this type of separation, emotional separation. Yeah. 7 of Cups is the first card here as advice. This, again, right, around love and emotions, confusions or illusions around love. So I do feel like maybe we're tricking ourselves out of the truth, or we're trying to deceive ourselves, or not sharing with ourselves the real truth around love in some way, shape, or form. or we're just not seeing love in the right way, or we're not sure how to see love right now, right? That's kind of the confusion that's happening, is we're really like, okay, are we going up? Are we going down? The sun, the moon, the cup's upside down, right side up. Which way do we go in love? Which way do we go with our emotions? And there's confusion around that. It's a tough time. I'm not going to lie. It's a tough time in that kind of sphere. I'm really surprised there's no pentacle cards. Oh, there is a pentacle, Mother of Pentacles here. We'll talk about that in a second. Been a lot of pentacles showing up in the collective readings, like focusing on stability, abundance, things like that. It's a little bit of a different message here. So we have the Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands. Okay. So this to me is, it's the spiritual journey card, meaning that right now we are in the midst of and we're almost actually completed. Remember, this is leading up to the full moon, of a spiritual journey of sorts, progressing up this arduous ladder of emotional confusion in order to reach the next level that we are meant to reach. This period right now, right? And this is showing and sharing with me that this is almost done. This is almost done. I believe it's culminating on the full moon, and it's culminating with this Nine of Swords here. All right, Nine of Swords meaning, we are all right, and it's right next to Nine of Wands. So this spiritual journey that's been full of just hard, like, times of drama, times of just not knowing what to do or where to go, or confusion, or just wanting to move past something, or just worry and anxiety and fear. This is almost done with. This is almost out. Okay, Spirit is saying it's almost out. And this is in the middle of the read too, so I know we're almost there. Okay, the 31st should be the end of this, when we reach the top of this particular staircase, and we are able to move forward in a much clearer space. And right on the other side of that is the Mother of Pentacles. Beautiful. Loving, earthbound, stable energy. Okay, maybe it could be between two partners. It could be just stability within your own life. But I'm really feeling the energy of the asteroid Ceres here. I'm actually going to look at, I have a feeling Ceres is doing some crazy stuff. So Ceres is the asteroid, Ceres, in astrology, that is of the earth, of the way in which we give and receive love, actually in a nurturing way. Let's see where that's at here via the astrology. There it is. Yeah, so it's right smack dab in the middle of everything in Aquarius, making a trine to Mercury and a trine to the moon. Beautiful. Ceres is trine in the full moon. There it is. So where it's leading towards is the way that we give and receive love and nurture ourselves in order to nurture other people around us. It's about nurturing. It's about resolving and releasing that drama, that sexual tension, that sexual energy, those wounds, in order to get into a place where we can give and receive equally and learn how to truly nurture ourselves and other people, because this is essential to be able to help to actually heal the earth, right? This nurturing, feminine, loving energy that needs to exist in all of us. And the final card here is the High Priestess. The High Priestess here. Yeah. So this is moving us into, again, what I kept feeling is this much more calm, much more serene, much more confident, much more just assured energy of like, okay, we've made it through the hard times. We've made our decision. We've let go of the fear. We've let go of the drama. And now we can just continue to cruise with better foresight, better emotional understanding, and more of our power intact, right? This is powerful, divine, feminine, calm, loving earth energy, the High Priestess here, Taurus energy. Okay, so Spirit wants us to know that, yes, if you've been going through a hard time, if you've been going through a lot of chaos, a lot of drama, a lot of ups and downs with the mind, a lot of roller coasters, if you had to walk away or experiencing separation from love or relationship at this point, if you feel that you've arrived at a crossroads in some way, shape, or form, and you're not sure which way to go, or there's some illusions, or you're not sure about something in love, right, that you're not really sure how to see it, it's okay. That's a normal part of what's going on right now. Just keep moving forward. Spirit wants you to know you are almost at the end here of all this drama, all this hardship, all this craziness that has engulfed your life in the past few weeks, and that it's going to be leading you towards stepping into a new way of love, a new way of confidence, a serene way, and a powerful way of loving both yourself and the world and the earth itself as well. All right, that's about it for tonight. Oh, GK Wheezy just came at the last second. About to end, brother. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This was your horoscope and tarot reading for love and life for October 25th up until the full moon on the 31st. Hope you guys got value and got some clarity. If you enjoyed it, if you found value, be sure to go check out my YouTube channel, Science of the Soul and Stars. And to get weekly updates for love and life for your horoscope sign, you can go ahead and subscribe and definitely like my videos. It helps my channel, and I'm just starting to grow here, so I'm excited about that. And if you want a personalized reading, definitely go check out my website, brandontobias.com. I do astrology readings, I do tarot readings, and healing consultations, so you guys can go check that out. And other than that, I really appreciate you guys staying on here, engaging, watching. Let me know, send me a DM after this if you got some clarity for your situation, or if you have questions in addition, we can always start a conversation and we can go from there. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Thanks, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Take care.